We are live.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Good evening. But
Fine, you doing, sir?
I think, sir, you better messy a language, which is English and Tree. Obianka language, officer, or you're flexible. Over to me, a day, a canasem. Now, or to me, the a defending home. Nti woyɛ ne saa na ɛbɛma bibia akɔ so kama na dwumadie na yɛbɛdi no yɛsrɛ mo sɛ no insults and respect for the candidates or representing the candidate which is the aspirants or egyina hɔ ama MPP party nti no ɛsɛ sɛ wo respect nipa koro a wogyina na nan mu no na waka n'asɛm ama no no nti woka asɛm no so a wode ebu ne ade ɛma other candidates because ɔmo nyinaa yɛ mpanyinfoɔ a ɔmo dɔ party no na ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo boa party no nti ɛyɛn asɛdeɛ sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ wonyɛ biribi a ɛde animguaseɛ ɛbɛbrɛ party no biribi a ɛbɛyɛ saa no yɛbɛyi wo afim na yɛadisqualify wo. I wish everybody luck na watumi ayɛ adwuma no sɛdeɛ ɛfata ɛda mo ase na adeɛ baako so a ɔsɛ muhu ne sɛ the second part of it ne sɛ the time of law is very important nti yɛwɔ papa bi wɔ online the friend of Samuel Boating ɔbɛ show by hand ana na ehu Samuel Boating any timekeeper Rastaman on any timekeeper ɔka kyerɛ sɛ ɔtime aso obiara wɔ 5 minutes to tell your story and you have 5 minutes to defend yourself. It is an adwumadie no ekwakoye. Now the woman said you started with the first person which will be one of the new people Womo Abekayensa which one should I go? I'll go with Cedric or Kasa Emma Dr. Baumia. And I know so I prepare yourself. Cedric,
I'm very well prepared.
You're prepared.
Okay. Yes,
okay. And the question is explain why your opponents, which is the other aspirants, are not suitable choices compared to your candidate. What you say? Cedric, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah. Please, I can hear you.
You know, you can read it. If you can read it,
yeah, I can read.
Yeah, I good to say. Ubia bet me already ahead of time. No one who the topic ahead. On board with me at the church the Jumedia obedient. Oma ene Jumedia no enye. I wish you all luck. Cedric.
Thanks. All right, thank you.
Cedric, it's your time to go. You have only 5 minutes.
Cedric, me pat your time and I start you.
Yetio, koso.
Okay, what we will do is I'll switch Cedric now because you're new. I'll give one of our best experience on the board to see Alan representative. Robert Ajimandia, will you give us your count of the question, and then Cedric will come later. I think he's having problem with network. You can see it now. It's Maninko. Robert.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Bede. Thank you very much for such an opportunity today. For the previous times, we've been able to talk about the achievement, but we try to talk about what and how we are going to achieve everything that we have put on board. So we spoke largely on the achievements of the aspirants, but we failed to deal with the question of what and how. Today, I am here to deal with that. And the aim of every political party is to manage the economy of the country with efficiency and prudence, guided by the consideration of the national interest. This is found in the Article 2, Section 13 of NPP's manifesto. So the brain behind Mr. Allen is to ensure that he aims at managing the economy of the country with efficiency and prudence. And with the consideration is the national interest. This is the reason why I find him much more prudent than other of the aspirants that are here present. Well, let me give this exercise. The aim of every party is to ensure that when they come to power, they deliver what exactly they have told the masses. And every economy, the backbone of every economy, is predicated on 6 pillars. And today we're going to deal on that. That is the reason why Alan is taking these 6 pillars. And in our manifesto or in our constitution as the NPP, you will find all these things. That means he's synchronizing his ideas, objectives with the objectives of the party. So I find him very much more ahead of the other. The first one is the rule of law. This 5 pillars. Rule of law, which Article 2, Section 23 of the NPP Constitution stated clearly that everyone ought to be respected, obey, and protect the Constitution and the laws of the country. So Alan is going to ensure that the rule of law is applied. Any country where there is no rule of law, the country lives in jeopardy. So Alan says that when he comes, all stakeholders will be accountable of their actions. And this will serve as a deterrent to others. And I don't see any of the opponents debating or talking about them. So it's one of the merits of Mr. Allen. Secondly, however, is education. According to the Article 2, Section 16 of the NPP manifesto, it is saying that he's going to provide a good system of education, both public and private, to foster the developmental needs and quality education. And how is he going to do that? That means that he's going to ensure that the educational curriculum is given the needed attention. Like the things that they are learning will have to be technical oriented. Most of our institutions, we are predicated on theoretical orientation, and I think it's not helping. So education is going to make sure that to be able to have things that would develop the economy. So when you give people the training, the needed resources, and you also give them the incentive, that means that you really want to boost your economy. Another area that we want to tackle is the employment, which the NPP manifesto, Article 2, Section 17, clearly stated. It is in line, in synchrony with what Mr. Allen wants to do. So based on all these, you can deduce that how is he going to do that? Employment. What he's going to do is that whatever that is produced, he's going to energize the private sector by giving them incentives, soft loans that will help boost the economy. He's not necessarily going to, government is not supposed to always produce jobs, but he's supposed to energize and motivate the people, grant them facilities that will help them to stand on their own, to boost the economy. That is what Mr. Allen is going to do. It's not always that government is supposed to prove. What the government needs to do is to subsidize, is to help the economy by giving the private sector.
Time
Oh,
is
really?
up. Time is up. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you, sir.
Robert.
Thank you, Matt. And we're going to call Cedric. We're going back to Cedric. Cedric, give us your time. Your time starts now. Can you hear me, Cedric? Cedric, Oteminka. Cedric, unim question no.
Me patch on I mean question pa.
Okay, menko.
Okay.
Edu so.
Yedi kan meda obi biara ase na meda mpanifo na ase e wa konya we
Mr.
amode
Cedric,
amane.
me pacho, Mr. Cedric, hold on, Mr. Brobing. Me pacho, send a beya we transparency bebe minute no. Before I be we no, me pese me mamu hu time no. Na me kase time aso a na bia obi andwen se bia me de dada na bibisa. Me pacho time board ni ni. Me gidi se mu hu time board no. Nti no
All right.
answer na your best
Yeah.
start no Mr. Cedric must start nti time ne so pɛ me de beto so am when we set time na yɛden
Me
me pa
patch
so
you
me
mate.
da se
Me
me
da
de
ase.
otimi start.
Okay. Meda obi biara ase na me hu Baumia as the one and only candidate. As I say, NPP for you choose no as a flag bearer for 2024 election. Adentia. Ni edi kan mehwɛ mɛma yɛn nyinaa yɛahwɛ yɛ voting pattern ɛwɔ Ghana. Most frequently wohwɛ two elections, previous elections a yɛwi ni a help from the north and the central region because previously no na northern region the whole of the north side of Ghana now you only 3 seats but with Baumia effect at the northern side no winning election has become with ease. These two elections I call even share 2016 election share record no 52, 53, 54 from the north. Yet me we need almost 8 seats. Now NDC or 3 seats. But previously only 1 seat in the northern central northern part of Ghana. Secondly, or thinking outside the box in terms of revenue. Who's only me in the media dance here. Say developing country and I say even developed country the main source of revenue taxes. They see a tax net no small because nipa kakra bi na etua tax no. So what is this? He thought outside the box, brought about Ghana card and tax identification system where all individuals is supposed to be in the tax net. So we're widening tax net no. Any promise be any candidate be able make it be no. In order for you to fulfill your promise no, it's about revenue. Where is the source of revenue? Only mean na be the dancers, Europe, any other countries in the dancers say, uye adwuma na tax takes about almost 20 to 50% of your salary, even more. Into we widen tax net just to create more revenues or close to all loopholes with what bit say paperless port, even ECG. Just recently, or digitizing ECG, revenue has boosted more than 400%. Into when you na answer na wo be as a presidential candidate, you have to know your revenue before you can make promises based on your revenue, And about me, a big revenue we're widening tax net, just to create revenue for all avenues. I will be create, will be based on that. Maame nkɔ maa asɛm a ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa so ɛno deɛ ogu so a ɔyɛ with his digitalization drive ogu so a ɔyɛ everyone is supposed to be identified just to reduce corruption one just to reduce crime and all other stuffs no ne nyinaa ka ho bi na hwɛ tam a yɛn ho kyerɛ yɛn ɛwɔ fuel prices yi hwɛ ɔkɔɛ na ɔsɛ wɔ daabi de biara yɛbɛkare dollar na dollar ne bɛma yɛ pressure ɛwɔ our economy a daabi yɛnkɔ no daa wei bio yɛnkɔ no gu Cedric line ne ha no.
In particular, I want to say, I'm saying, or have difficulty in a until the quan Akonya Bema Isaac Dakwa, no what to us. I think some the same line. Not finish your whole man. Why? You also have 5 minutes?
I'm saying, I'm saying the network in a hano. And then the neck and another no corner be defending by me at the bet. Okay, maybe I'm kakra. Unse minu and sema or the book. Yeah.
Isaac train. More Kasai and then more channel. More listening very carefully to your other candidates. When it time comes, Obabo Monsamunegua, no more decision. Notes. Yeah, Isaac, go ahead.
Mbajoyo, I'm saying minu wakani nyina wa hano hwe okwanya bawumia se oba na ba make promise bi se mesi ya esese utumi nya ade papa bi yeden ejina so minu ano me yeti asese Europe economy ni ade nyina utumi ya nyina ejina ye taxes so Ghana so na yisika no enya to mu na enyungu enkrofo nsase enti bawumia fa digitalization edisisi okwanya amanfo fa so biebie sika nyina fi oman no nyina no ene ya Ghana ka bibia se first pa ukoto te say electricity kura obi betwa ene sa no mani nyina oyiyi ayede afri won kakra se na ominu ane kan no ogusu eye eti no bawumi ade menu mie no e wo platform ni MPP party ni Ghana fo nyina nim se nim de eni nyansa sonko enyankopon de ama bawumi ano se ma bawumi akwan na oba bedi yeso a 2025 okay.
Time.
All right.
Now, Mr. Mimbe Pacho, Okasatwa, Yenuane de Noso, and answer because Mr. Brobika is so
also on to us into Otuaso, Mepacho. So, what's a 5 minutes, 20 seconds?
Okay. Isaac is fine. It's fine. It is to say, no, you remember Mr. Keja Equine now, also any Apreku Ako. It's Mr. Keja, you're welcome. Mr. Keja.
The microphone mute.
Unmute yourself. Go.
Okay. Medican mechia Mr. Brobe. Any abegafo more platform nyina so. E dey aseda kese ma mo semonya ye party kakraka no ehudo. Ase momre na ye nyina ya ba bihia e na ye de dwendwene ye man ho. Ikidi se de ye kan nyina no eye se ye ka na ye man ni ye nti e na ye ka ni nyina. Me makoma mu de enipa du a wo mo aba se ye hwehwe mu nyimu baako no at the end no omu nyina wo bia se fata se odi edimu a eye na moma yenhu se esi yenya obi a enipa edi ho di mfro ye NPP na na do baye ye adwuma bebre wo Ghana enso so nsemo a ye nkrofo obi kura kafa abaye no ho utia na ento ekwenso jese ne ho afun Ghana fo da ne ho afun Ghana fo no yentimi nkofa obi a owo abonten so yes paninsi sebe etire ni tire enka na nkyese apondesifo mefa esi yenye obi a owo abaye no mu a wonim mu nsem a ewo party no mu woni Rollins astande Rollins peso o gina mu Atamis penso o gina mu Jomama penso o gina mu wagina mu a besi sa na yenim NDC ni weak points a yebetimi a refer wo mu na mehwemu a yeni aye kan nyina no yem se Dr. Preku na woye obi a party no wonim na chaase eba besi ne na nimdi ekura no so no nyame anim no kura anim ni mi kamfantria wo bia so go sese ekura ya ansa na obaba se yan obi hu asi wo se opese obebo Ghana na the whole West Africa ECOWAS ono ye microeconomic commissioner your problem we Ghana no sebio enye problem kese pi na emum de obetimi di eniyema pa agufom edenti na make sa de make sa ne sokọ Ghana sebio kumasi obia ya adwuma nkan obia ya akole tonsuo weye yesika no efa hene adan na ye bre yemusa sa question enti ensi enya obia ote ase obetim di niyema kwam ama sebio sika ya refasi ya defansa ase eni sɛdeɛ mka no dwirim eni katase hye enye kikikiki enye dawubo enye donobo enye fanfare about Ghana yɛdaakye sɛbe kikikiki nye no kai ne Rollins baaye no enka Ghana se sign ema Ghana dane te sɛ Bible mu heaven enso kikikiki oyeye ne nyinaa no sika kro bagigi ye no ono okọ no ho account wantimi anye den anye ena odigya hokoye enti yenya obi a sɛbe wonim ye party no mu wonim NTC mu wonim Ghana odi animu a yenya ne ho asɛm nka because ye ka see start yenya ye internal campaign yi kura no krofo pi hu nsɛm aba begua bontin yenya yin krofo ni bi na eka o ne kodi asiedu nkatia ne nkrofo nsɛm a ombɛka ne sɛ krodu apreku so obi enya ne ho asɛm nkan enti dia mimi hu ni sɛ asia hene ne atu ahene eka ye tribom na ye pa oman ni ye ene ye party ni ye dia ye toma no a obɛboa asesa niyema ena enye sɛ na ɔte akyire pii na emom na oni animu front lines wɔn di front line no wɔn ho afro Ghana fo enipa ho di mfroye sɛbe minyi obi amfrim sɛ bi nkura no wadawroma motoma krodu apreku na obeye obedi animu a saa nkrofo ni nyinaa onto obi ankone enu omu nyinaa benante ama omu nim di omu won soso no omu di aboa Ghana ne yepe ne ye enye sɛbe krodu apreku ono na wope obi wo hono mu a medase bebre medase
Yeah, Mr. Keja, that's it. No presentation, no. I'm saying network high. It's ama your candidates no bebre Stephen Nana Boache somewhere or try to come in. So I am very difficult am I. Nana Yao, what do you mean by it? Vida is trying to come also. The beginning of the show, no, I had a bit difficult with network, but we apologize. We can't do anything about that. But to continue, no, I forgot to introduce Sami Esuman, who is our engineer and producer of this show. And she Onona created the whole thing. And we are here to support that. And we have also Osnoba, who is also an administrator in the organization. They are all helping us. They are also going to listen and edit in the future. Okay. To continue with, I think, sir, those of you who are clear on board now, you heard what everybody was saying. Mutibibia, can you, Mr. Ajimandia, can you do anything with any of the messages that you've heard? Can you disapprove it, or deny any of their facts? Now, to me,
Yeah, I think primarily I heard the aspirant, the one who is defending Mr. Bawumia on this platform. I heard him saying that when the polls were going on, they were able to obtain a certain amount of increase in number with regards to the northern sector. And I disagree with this fact. The reason why I disagree with this fact is that, listen, let us not create, before I deal with that, let us not create anything that is tribalism here. And I made this emphasis clear because I don't see why this thing, because the constitution of the NPP really disregard that we are not going to do any tribalism. So at least if you link this thing with an achievement, I don't buy that idea. First and foremost, I will disagree with that fact. And it didn't happen that way. That is the fact. We rather lost in terms of percentage wise. So I will clear that. In terms of digitalization, if somebody really want to bring industrialization, bring money into the pocket of individuals, and you want to digitalize, where do you think at the current moment we should look at the critical issues on the ground? The people are crying, they need food, and you are thinking of digitalizing. What you need to give them is that you create jobs for them instead of digitalizing. So for me, this particular analysis, it doesn't. That is the reason why I'm standing for Bawumia. We do the pressing need first. So I'll counter it. People are hungry, and you are telling me that you are going to digitalize things for me. What they need is create job that will bring money in my pocket, make me stable. So I defute that part. The revenue, in terms of revenue mobilization, look at it. We are always outsourcing. You cannot tell me you have an idea to create revenue when you are outsourcing, borrowing. The administration is always borrowing. Look at the number of deficit we have as a government. So I defute the fact that he knows how to mobilize revenue. Revenue mobilization must be done internally. You don't outsource. Which I defute that fact. That when he tells us that he has that knowledge but you have to always boost your economy, internal generation, by making good use of your resources in. This is how to create revenue. But you don't go outsourcing and tell me it's a revenue. It is rather you are putting your people into slavery. I refuse that. And let us be critical thinkers. He said he's a critical thinker. As a critical thinker, you must think of the priority needs. And this is what Mr. Allen is saying, that when I come, I am a cash man. I'm going to put cash in people's pocket by creating jobs. By creating jobs for people, by enhancing people, by giving people the energy to work on their own, to stand on their own. That means that you embrace both the private sector. You give them that enablement so that they will stand on their own. Whatever. Look at Belgium as a typical example. All our these things are coming from industrialization. The average Belgian want to put on a factory to employ as many as people. This is what to do to generate revenue. But is that idea there? If you do digitalization and you don't create jobs, how will you mobilize money? The taxes, people will be, if you put too much taxes on people, people get agitated. And if you really want to depend on this, then which means we don't want to break the 8. That's the reason why I asked everyone here present to support Mr. Allen, because the vision is clear. He's coming to put job on people. He's coming to empower people to do jobs, to have their own enterprises, to have their own businesses, boosting the small sectors, small mining. Every area will be taken into consideration. So at least I don't buy the idea. The first idea brings tribalism in politics. The second idea is that you are outsourcing. That does not mean you are generating income. And the third idea is that you are digitalizing. Digitalizing whilst people need cash on their pocket, which means you are taxing from them. And this is not the time for that. Other than that, we wouldn't be able to break the 8. How many people agitated on the digitalization that came around? Even though as needful, but there are certain times, there are certain things that are priority. And this is what we need to focus on. Thank you, sir. I think the rest of them, I didn't hear their comments. because I was out of audience.
Please, time us on. Thank you very much, Mr. Ajeman. Thank you very much.
Ajimai, thank you very much. Cedric, do you have any challenge? Can you
Yeah.
defend yourself? Can we be
Okay.
Chirano?
Eh, me pesa me catch message na bi ase me panicho. So we are on checking the facts at the north, just the northern side, with the effect of Baumia at the northern side. Is this not tribalism? Fantifo kase bi ayom kase azi wo fi a oyede oye. When it comes to this party elections and those things, say o maami anase o papa na wabusuani bi gyina mu a, it will be hard sɛ ɔbɛkɔ akɔto abɛɛtia no yɛte aseɛ saa. Na ode ɔnkɔhwɛ way back before 2016 election, ɔnkɔhwɛ the number of seats the upper side of the region no na yɛwɔ. Upper West crowd no yɛ zero. Na sɛ yɛtumi anya even 2 or 3 seats from this zero, what are you trying to tell me? Ode yɛmfɛ no nto nkyɛn. Na Alan candidate ne wei no ɔkasa te sɛ presidency no personal property nti no woba a wo sika no a wɔ no na de abɛrane country no na wayi sika afi mu ɔkɔ a na wode sika kɔ dabi. It's revenue. That's why there's a country. It's a country you are governing, so the revenue has to come from the people, not from your pocket. Ube create jobs ala onfa osika enko create jobs no, it comes from the people. Those European countries, Belgium, yeah, okay. What they bisa say how much tax do they pay for their weekly wage or their monthly salary? It's more than 50%. Even if not more, it will be less. It will be not less than 20%. The revenue generation, basically, revenue is from taxes for government. It's in a tax, you know, and no now the baby create it is a mother say oh widen tax net. First, not limited people need to taxes, you know. So see, and there be and everyone is supposed to be taxed. It's near the tax stamp by paperless spot just to reduce the corruption. Sky looping into people's pockets without creating revenue for the government. Ube create a juma, ube make any promise is supposed to be based on taxes because yeah manen koye say Alan Chamiske bi e de ba be run government today be taxes na me see tax net na ye widen ba me widen ene no unhu so mfa so ba otena a presidential candidate bi be win no ka say dia ba me ye na fine pa o obeka otena de me bo we dem. In addition no tax net and you say increase tax who say before COVID no na rate of taxes no na was low. COVID time no you be ma relief kakra Ghanaians are relaxing say oh you want to into why should we buy COVID is over. You and I know say COVID is over. Until we have to go back to factory reset where we were no. They say who the tax in every nipa no see oh ye ho akyere yen see oda so ka say ye ho akyere yen but onim say ye increase the tax ye the tax ne by ono after COVID no we increasing the prices because the higher the quantity no the higher the revenue. It is ye widen tax net ne there their revenue because so me betimi I every promise be a bia na ye betimi accommodate promises no. Baumia is the best candidate to lead. He has defeated Mahama twice occasions, and he will do it again. Thank you.
Thank you, Cedric. Thank you, Cedric. I
Me
think,
patro, Mr. Cedric, Eda so what time and also the basic or 1 minute.
Good
best
the best
party,
here for now. Or my counter argument be a mesamba back. Medase.
best party, best save no. Vida, are you ready with us? Want me to, so. Want me to, so. Sammy, will you unmute her? Sammy, unmute Vida.
So, brother, I think she can hear you. Into Sister Vida, me pato we mute you.
Sister Vida,
Shall we
unmute
so
your
o mic
phone.
no so na o mute you. Na okasa yente.
Sister Vida meeting was a son one they will meeting on
I
Pacho.
just said, Umia, you know,
O
unmute.
Mike and so.
Obo say
Mankola
mic
ni
no
hema.
aye red into the mia honum na nye white.
Mankola ni hema phone. I see her no.
I see honum down obo mic. Come chat.
The best about Sister Vida or unmute the side. Now what will happen? They say, oh yes, say you man. If you be some Mr. Keja, say in some Robert Ajimandia, Alan Camp, any Baumia Camp no Akano. What do you say? Now say now Obeka. So when you want to hear about the niggas yanko trouble more man.
Yo, ohine medase bebre. The woman say, let's start here free, Mr. Baumia ho. The waka ye ni nyina. Baumia yen ton so abada. Dr. Baumia eye obi a Nana Akufo-Addo na NPP ayi no se ye koto no so aba. Na ofa no se omra na one no nko. Nti Baumia enye obi a me fan se wose osori a nse o kan sem bebre. Baby ogina so pa ne digitalization. Enso so ministers ye ma wo modwuma ni nyina no obi a ye ne de food for job. One district, one factory. Obi a ye na dwuma. Enti enu de ono wo kan sa no kre na kire se akwanya ye yiye nu de onka ho ana. Oka ban no ho. Na wo mu nyina ye adwuma. Na osi opese oba be di animu. Obedi animu a ompe de obeye amagana. Na emom nye de wa ye dada. De wa ye dada de mi obi busami a onye hwe because na nado yema ya wosi obi ba po bo yema bo no na nado de beto ama no. Enye Dr. Baumia. Omo eye yi nyina chese oka ye ho. Odi animu a ye pe. Na me de mi gina so a me di gina Dr. Kofi Konadu apreku achi ni se onim de edikan etoso mienu no onye front liner ne ho afro Ghana fo ye de no kwa sebi obi anya ne ho asem nka wo ka se abato a ye to ye northern region fine but ye di Dr. Baumia ekodi na nado yi Dr. Baumia wo hwemu a 16 years ni ene ye wo mu na nado ewini 2016 ye do mu emienu koy voice a ye do emienu koy no ye sa do emienu koy so bi ebiewu no esoti enti no kra susuampa se aba no susu no sebe enye no oton region kwa na ye beto no Ghana enti se omo pe Dr. Baumia ehunti ne ye de to abama na nado de a enka se ye sa akoyanim ewo aba na ye to no 2016 no yakoyanim chesa ba wo yesoti nti se ya nhwe ni ye ne koye Dr. Baumia alanchire Martin ka cabinet ho bibie ni hono a ekoso wo cabinet a unimu bi enti se wo so yi ho afrim se wo nka ho a ena wa alanchire Martin kwa ala no wakoso political suicide yeduru mre bia no se wo resign from NPP yenga se wo nka ho wo ka ye ho wo mu a ye pe ye da nyame ase se wo ka ye busua ho na echeni patrim se ye di walan ukwa wo se mo bepie no anya ekantema ye starting campaign yi why na nya Dr. Kofi Konadu apreku ho asem ye wo platform me wo platform ahodo bebree so me jama ha na me wo enso so obi antimi nya ne ho asem bia nkan tamu $1 yi ansa na $1 ebekọ yi no ye de plan B come finance minister se plan yi adwuma no ba bia ekọ no wanhwe yi a se ne beba ya kantam se yankọ IMF bio ba se wanhwe yi a eho na ye bekọ enti nye nsem nyina ye sese ye ho na ye mpensi mu apɛ obi a obetimi adi anim na ye di nkonim moma ye ndwene ho yi Alan ye ka se onya na meboa Dr. Baumia me ka se onya na meboa na enipa ho di mfunu ye moma ye nhwe aba ye to no 2016 no de enya ye ene nipa na ye do o mko ye no anu so no 2020 de enya ye na yensusu hu yi se eboa ye 2020 no a yemfa wo mko 2024 ye bese akua nimmo se esotia na wo mo wa ba mu no asatam no kra no ne nkoye se na ado no an ye sa de na kono esotia moma ya nwene hu yi nti mesre wo bia candidate nipa duru ni nyina no me say repeat obia hu hia ma party me that's it
Mr. Keja se be ko vida we de wanya obutre atie presentation was atie among for defense o de ma you know enti no my fire call still akasa no ma
Madam Vida ni bibia you okay wa hanomo ni end na problem wo on checking the phone
no obi bia ye hu bibia kama I'm so phone no se nkola no ho a nkola no ho from no mo hwema ho
me patcho ne sister Vida o kasama hwan
me patcho phone no say phone na wusu a e bia volume no welo no say we ma volume no nkosoro e bia na welo no anu ti na yes ano
yeah no okay Vida
mama rupi bremi ko
okay you be move akona na yawo boache ajimai team akoto why you ready anasa steaming nana boache any of you can go into na boache ajimai I'm so bayache can you hear me
Nana Boachi, what mute you? Me patcho, unmute yourself.
Nana Boachi,
unmute
yourself and talk.
Unmute yourself.
Stephen, we are ready. Stephen, Nana Boachi. Still, Vida, what do you know to say? Still, I'm oh, my network. Anyway.
BBI okay, what is coming from their end. Everything is okay.
Coming
from their end.
Yeah, I think, sir, we are doing well apart from network problems that are happening to us. Mr. Cedric, it seems someone tried to corner you. I'm going to watch the corner. Be now 1 minute. 1.5 minutes. What do you think, sir, you will do to get out of this mess? Now, Emma Omunhu said, you bet me elected as the next leader of the party.
Mr. Cedric Pacho na bebe umuno 1 minute. Mr. Brobin Pacho maminye mejuma 1 minute.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I know what can intema chire me na mahu de me. But Cedric, unmute yourself. Aha, o de two was na ni mahu. Cedric, unmute yourself.
Ich bin für die Mitte. Ich bin für den Gewinner.
Cedric. Manko. Network na we no. Sekrufi.
Yeah.
Pacho kama why?
We come about me.
O kama baumia.
Yeah.
O network ni very good. Go ahead and tell us what you know. Say baumia betumi aye. Say the other candidates, you know.
Baumia say yeah the Baumia bar you bet me a breaky 8. Now the Baumia bet me a breaky 8 no any. First of all, Tawusha enuma nanado ayena Baumia ewomu almost 60%. Baumia ewomu 60%. Ebua Ghana or minor because we have BBT say digital system all this kind of paperless or the bar port any mobile or ye na ebua ema Ghana etumpon reduce which is a corruption so paperless asema Baumia de buy first no port me call for port pa unim say agent no ekono ko yi ni niema ono no okuta different receipts na one director no makoye dey omude akwakoye that clearing enti that agent ni ba onu ni receipt na ekuta no a ono ni director no eko prepare for invoice no enu na omuno issue adie bibia but aban ni de no makwa inter different amount ewo mu enti ube hu na agent for no enye sika pa baba umia system na ode buy paperless ne nko ano ebe cut niema bebre ema aban no enya emfaso we have bibiti say Ghana card ya eba ikra Europe aye we uba bibiti say Germany has say ya say omaji Ghana card na two once so unkuta passport na uko office bi uko ye process bi na uko use o Ghana card omujitum ema Nigeria for kray omwanwa say adena say see yetimi Ghana for yetimi abe use this kind of card amomaji atum na ye yentimi nye bibisa mi ankasa mini Nigeria ni bi ko office ekoshia office na ye ko Ghana ni o use Ghana card omujitum as a represented as in a passport na the passport nkutano but Nigeria ni omanye ne de antu eti sanya mana aban eye true Baumia eye medium ni se ebeboa ama Ghana man ya fa yentuma pa efra because amamu hoi yemfiti prekope enchechire no baako amamu hoi se Baumia ba not me adisanya mani nyina be gukwa mu sei na se bibia eto kwamu a ube hu se adifri okono obi obebe bia ebeye mremre na memu on bekoso ye aman because ebi na nakufo eye ani ama kwa makufuo antimi am pema nkonanim chese owie ni anya obia anto ane so ana de obeye nyina ndc for besay enti ye pese breaking 8 dia ese yetimi adima Baumia na Baumia ebetwa so because nanado wa yaduma papa na Baumia betwa so a sanya mani nyina eye MPP adwuma ne momuno ɔtoa so do baabi na at least Baumia tumi bɛma the system no ɛbɛyɛ adwuma system no ɛbɛyɛ adwuma Ghana yɛni ahokyerɛ mu but mehwɛ other contestant na ɔmo na ɔmo nyinaa ɔmo yɛ MPP foɔ ɔmo nyinaa yɛ MPP foɔ ɔmo nyinaa bɛyɛ adwuma but a lot of them no ɔmo kasa
yeah.
Okay. Me that's it. Mesaba. Saba Miss Mesa nya time.
Sister Vida. How you doing, Kapa? Sister Vida, you doing?
Yo, me kakra me kafa. Me nua be ma Kennedy ho ne say. Family music. Neni obon homodin so.
I'm saying, Sister Vida, I did not say it. As I break you, Sister Vida. Or network no, I'm fine. Anyway, say Mahu say NYBY Opoku Ajimai. Waba. Can we hear you? Mr. NYBY Opoku Ajimai. Can you hear me? Team Akoto. Can you hear me? NYBY Opoku Ajimai. Mr. Akoto, Team Akoto, Opoku Ajimai. Bajauti Yanka. A job when you meet your side, you can always call them on the side and tell them what is happening. So the buyer, you create too much noise in the recording. Why? I think that will be very helpful. NYBY Opokwajimai. Okay. So BBN Hosadia. So to me, what I'm proposing is Alan team, any Baumia team, and a Preku team. No, so you heard what Krufi said about Baumia. I think Chediana Kwama Baumia pa Ubia attack a lot on that area. If there's anything you can side with or disagree with, the Krufi say Krufi a you can in 2 minutes with me I dispute to fast. Otherwise, and also if Alan has anything against Apreku's message, I'll be say dispute you can say it. It's the same thing goes with Krufi. So what the other candidates, the way Omkasa a year, prepare yourself. Minutes na a kaya you bet me a defender na Jumadi na Emia say Opoko Ajima Akoto team to me Emma. Otherwise, this is how it is. Mr. Kejawo. It seems I have challenges with the other candidates. Iti ama na yeye. Vida, are you okay? It's still like until
All right. We currently have 2,000 listeners from the app. 2,000 people need here.
That is good. That's it. Very good. But it's unfortunate our network has not been the best. But I just want you to note we have a good debate today, and we've done very well. Those of you who are listening, you can always write a question somewhere, a contribution, so that we can read it and bring it on board. Maybe question for you guys, and it's Sami, any two Samis, if you have any question to throw to your candidates, you are always welcome.
Mr. Rowe, me pacho mebe mukakra.
Bra.
Sister Vida, me pacho wo phone no. I think the network ni phone name wow. Sinti ka obetimi a restart wo phone no na sambra back. Me sure say be betimi ayi.
Yeah.
Restart wo phone no na sambra mo back. Why me pacho? Why? Me that's
The complaint coming from Akoto team say Omonti and Kano is quite strange because from the technical point, everything here is okay. BBI okay. So I am a bit surprised how come Omonko end Akoto alone end is having that challenge.
They were even trying to say if we could use Zoom in the future. And I'm saying yes, maybe in the future we will consider that.
We will do that.
Yeah,
I think that so far you come one hour.
Man, Mr. Koton soon restarting the phone so no shade. Ebi and also betting me help it. Mr. Koton but also restart the phone near shade. Why?
I'm saying on no side, communication into me kokra na omate. I'm a slow game, But what we will do is we still have another day, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow is also another day. I bet to me, a complete weekend phase 2 no. Tomorrow, Ochina say to me, I'm successful this today, with the number of people anticipating we can do it tomorrow. But I'm making sure say tomorrow at 8 o'clock sharp, near started. What I say, if you are on time, 10 minutes before time, now you're testing mic, you're testing, making sure say everybody has got his work down. And Sana, you be information in and that's a microphone, a recording in and we will see. If there's otherwise, we will say to Dr. Baumia, Dr. Baumia candidate, you have been attacked.
1 minute.
Yes, and then I'm the boss, attack you very well. And it is saying with your 1 minute, if possible, we will add one more.
Okay, all right. That's it. We there, Madam Asibibre. Nah, near I am a deba coupa, me person is anka say. Anytime bia your party, a beko crisis biano. Now, on your point, you Dr. Bamud Baumia, at the next you say, number rescue him. Near the kind, 2012 elections. Yeah, booba, ye pay big much. I can be for Baby, and Obi actually no say. Now, Dr. Baumian, the leadership qualities of wow, bet me deep party, and mammy breaking 8, with the enemy, even though judgment now quite aside by you say no, yeah, no credit down and come to one here G5. Secondly, some yet the advance say ebedu baby na polita e Ghana na 17 cities okay no see there be any gold na abrofu ipe gold ni empa gold ni exchange since e ko kuton gold akodi dollar na the bed never better o so ampa or take outside the box no go fast solution dey buy. It mean say even every problem be account ni facing as today no. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia will think outside the box and bring solution. Yeah, and go to say yeah, animal for camp. Party no kwa onye here plus you major party no party no cry na mo baby amonye. But anytime be one when you hear mu bia no Dr. Mahmoud Baumia be see ne sere so nko ade a of think outside the box, not the solution number. And pa solution no the baby answer no. E boa party ne e the boa man. It means say yen kan bebre Ghana o abrochiro baby a wa him even Germany recently no more economic recession but picking up it's the same as Ghana. Hey, we are dependent on the economy. It's in once it is happening somewhere and you say it happen
But your
to
time
the
is
other
up.
side too.
Time
It's
is
a
up.
GD say
Time is up.
problem be a whole
Mr.
today no.
Cedric, me patch
Dr.
your
Mahmoud
time,
Baumia will think outside the box and bring solution.
Mr.
But that's it.
Cedric, your time is
Okay,
up.
thank you very
Your
much.
time is up.
Mr. Keja,
When
Mahusha was through.
me pacho the okan no ye man nka ho sa. Se o ma me kwan a na chiri mu.
Manenko,
Uka me da si ebru.
2
Uka
minutes.
ko
2 minutes.
uka
Mr. Moderator, patch no show you how many minutes?
2 minutes.
uka
Okay, thank you.
uka
Patch your
court
time is starting.
uka court e ko ya se. Court no woni ma de kronti e court. One na ye director of election that time Dr. Kofi Kunadu Apreku. Omo ene trance e the fact e call say aba no ensesen ki elusu. The fact no call ye no party ni so no eye nanado na be eni na be di akire ba umia eni Jake eni then general secretary omo mienu na ye complainant enti say yamfa fact na nkwa where there's no complainant there's no judge ena obia enwane enipa miensa na omo ye enipa nan asem wese enipa miensa na na do ni ba umia gina pe ene to so mienu wo ka se asem bi ato Ghana baumia epekwan eyi Ghana free baumia ya nto aba ma no na do ne eto aba ma no se baumia di proposals no ko cabinet na do ampene so a ontimi fanya hwee bidi kan ka ministers are on cabinet and as all the ministers equally they have performed ontimi wo ka se yes food for job and as say nti and as say me na maye we nti na me gender minister nti metime di monim your duty. Now you're vice president. Now say my assignment now ya. Unye me na me koye ma. Ye can say wo hu Afro Ghana for abana ye to no 2016. Dodo no ye nya no. Eso 2020. Enti ye do mo kɔ se ye pe party ni ye dia. Ye do mo kɔ a ye ba wi poto. Medamasi bebre mi nkasa emfa entuatua obi aso. Moma ye nyina ya dwene hu yie. Ansa na yakoto aba no.
Thank you very much, Mr. Keja. Vida, are you okay? Not okay. NYB, why Opokwajima, are you okay? No. Okay, say Akrofi, Mahusa Onsa was through. Me 2 minutes. Defend yourself.
Yeah, me pacho de minia akoto me shasa ono o akoto
Akrofi or Apreku
wakano se baumia de baumia ayama party no excellent ana pro de obia Apreku align o kano aye ama party no ankasa ahasa ne yepese ade ba ye ton ba umia no efise we from 2012 court case na omukoi okotra kunyam 12 good man 8 good mans and defend the party no one could defend the party no one could defend the man who say or your flag bearer friend say or your vice and I say or pay a yedi but or could defend it because of the party and now we had the programs are after the 2012 ni nyinaa no party no conference congress bi ombeko conference bi omubeye bia no ni nyinaa no omu base on Bawumia. Oh yeah, a defeat 2012 no any lecturer bi omubeye bia omu base on Bawumia because Bawumia lecturers bi obeye bia no or defending the party. Oh, that time near Yakano, na prekuno or hifa. Align no or he.
No, you're director of elections. No, say campaign manager for Nana Akufo-Addo.
Canada Japan, Crano. No, or ye, but Uya Canada Japan, dear na or ye na. Na no, or no one seeking for the party, no seeking for the only interest. Because now, sir, Obabe ye. Obabe ye. Presidential and Jonathan be our contrary radio niswa na or kama
time as soon.
Okay.
Time as soon.
Kofi also time as soon. Now this year your time as soon. We have to end
Mr.
this. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, but what's matter?
Jose.
Don't give me 2 minutes, no. You have exempted me out.
2 minutes. Why not 2 minutes? Okay, I'll consider that. But after we are going to pause and then start and our last one. Okay?
Okay.
I'll give you 2 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Robert, there's one thing I want to make it clear to all of us here. As a fraternity, what we need not to do is to create enmity among ourselves.
Yeah.
The masses are looking at us. So we need to prepare our home. Look at what the man said with maximum respect. Nobody left the party. In this party, there is a procedure. When you really want to abdicate, there should be a written. Check the NPP constitution. I didn't see Alan did that. It's a point of correction. I want to make it emphatically clear to the man who is defending Bawumia. Alan never abdicated. There is nothing. There can be agitations, and people can aggrieve when things are not going well. And there is no human being who is infallible. Let us take it this way. The one thing I want to let all of us here understand is that as a fraternity, let us not create enmity among ourselves. The bigger picture is outside there. So let us also use ourselves as a decorum for people to know that, okay, these particular people are matured. And in this level, I think some of the comments that we passed out will negatively affect us in the long pool. So let us mind our talks. Let me make a correction here. The man said something about all the work that Nanado has done. Mr. Bawumia has contributed 60%. On what wise is that? On how can you give me how can you estimate this 60%? Then what is the president? What is the minister of economy do? What is the minister of trade doing? What is the minister of foreign affairs doing? That means everybody is not working. That means you people, you are not doing your work well. Let me go to the port quickly. Let me go to the port. You are saying paperless, but now they have created much more mess than the paperless. Now you go national security. I have been I always send goods, and I know I know the problem that I go through. The paperless issue has created much more. Look at you. Can you tell me that? Can you tell me? Let me give you a clear analysis. Can you tell me that after you have paid your duty, Nana, if this is the right thing, can you pay your duty before the opening of your container? How can they do assessment of what is in the container? So if I give false information, but you have national security, you have this, you have extended national security, you go through the RSS, you go through the line.
Me Pacho, your time is up. Your time is up. Thank you very much.
Okay. What I'm saying, your time is so cry. Producer, your time you to do something. Otherwise, we will finish it. We are closing remarks, and then we come back tomorrow at 8 o'clock to finish. Closing remarks. What I'm saying, and then
The end said, BBI okay. Unfortunately, Madam Vida, ne microphone. All of a sudden, Then also, I've noticed Ghana phone also is having challenge connecting. Because those connecting from Europe, the network is so brilliant. And we'll consider the Zoom as they are proposing and see if that one will also be okay. Moderator Mijamo.
Yeah. What I was trying to propose now is we are finishing 1 minute. Every one of you give a closing remarks and then we stop. Now, Ochina 8 o'clock, Yasamba back. Maybe with a bit of luck, internet network bit me up boy. It is starting with Mitakeja. Closing remarks, 1 minute.
Yo, me da si bebre. Me da tiyofu nyina ase eno mo abotre. Me da NPP mpanimfo nyina so ase. Me da wona wo motuom ho ache nyina so ompese ombedi your party yanim ama yakọ yanim no da wo mu nyina ase eno ne atufu ache. Na afi yaka ni nyina no nyame nimu a enyeye ye ne nyame ase. Se nia mpanimfo yakasei ochina obama ya hoden ye nyina ya sia baba behia mo amudi yanim ema saa adwuma yi so baas won so aseda kase ma mo pa because nyame nam nipa so na ochire nanim onyam inchiran kamo de mu ye bia nyame ntonso pangu so nenye yi medamasi bebre nyame boa ochina ye behia manuasi.
That's it. Say Akrofi. What do you ever call?
Boss, where do you want to say? The mechanic say, I said, the minia now casa last no ekano. Sebeya, yenyen say, ye bar policies are o candidate bar ubeti niaye. And no na yen can wasem. But ye be talking say we buy. It be free ha and obisia near anytime biano yenina ubia ubika and say any sa I think say a bema conversation I agreed. I mean ubia muni policies into policies wise and ye be me who says here tuma baumia yenina baumia na ye dineba no be breaki 18 mayen if ye na ye MPP for ye can se baumia ba no be breaki 18 na ebeboa yen ayewa nyina ebeboa ken ebeboa alan ebeboa obia entina akufo kan say uye MPP o prepare MPP head office krana ye wa ban mu no e better man o say obeko position wa kwa general secretary ana bibia tisa medamo.
Yeah, that's it. And ebeko alan.
Yeah, I want to thank the panel for such an opportunity. But all that I want to assure the masses is that, listen, your education is much more important. Your getting jobs is important. Your health is much more important. Putting the agriculture in back shape is important. Your social responsibility is important. The rule of law must apply. So think about all these things. If somebody is going to give you this and you simply want to go for any other thing, then it's on to you. So I will thank all of you for listening to us. We are here to actually feed you with what we can do. And exactly, we will do it. Alan is the best choice. He has the ability and he will do it. Thank you all.
Yeah, and that's it. Cedric. Okay. Shadakwa, in 1 minute, I debena would be close to. Shadakwa, 1 minute. Isaac Dakwa.
Yeah, Mr. Broby.
Yes.
Master Dake, go make offline intino. I say baby amoka kudu yeno. And
in 1 minute, Baka, Edia close to Amabomia.
Okay. That's okay. Yo, that's what I'm say. Yenyina yenim say okuna da yenim no. candidate ni nyina de bia me ba meka obia efata ese na ye nyina ebusa ye ho se hwan ana wato ne ho hwan na Ghana fo eje ne tom hwan na nani suadi hunu no sabio ekon kan wo nyina mu hwan na obedi party nanim a edi nkabom ebeba because ba mu ani obi a ne fada de Akufo-Addo ana President Kufo won obetimi di Akufo-Addo nkola ene Kufo nkola nyina akabom aye baako ama party no odo ebetimi agina mu eti me de mesra se as far as na banyi nyina no obia efata osede be mra ye wo mu ni de eye bawumia de ne mre eti mu nyina amfa odo ne akomapa na yenta nachi because without bawumia no yentumi mbreki 8 no ekrofo ne ye ni wokohia no onye tim kito asa wo bawumia ni nipa 6208 wato ne ho wo Ghana man nyina age na tom so yo nipa corruption de obia ntumi mfentake no sabi ojo mahama be vice president muhu ye ono ane president e ka se yenye dey ye hwehwe ne nsi mu Akufo-Addo waja mamu ni nyina bawumia isa ne dey ne nukure di a wodi enti Ghana man nyina age na tom ana MPP so oba ye no wode nsakra ya ba Ghana man mu asan de aba MPP party no mu youth ni ade nyina Muslims ene Christians ena bawumia so nti ye nyina ba ye nyina nom cap baako ano eti asumdie so hia ye pempuntuo ni ade nyina wo ye man mu no ese ye president a sabe ne kasa tofo ma ade asumdie ade botoye sem beba entiro masema di twato anse mum ye nyina ye mfa ya ho oden enta ba umi achi no nkoji tumi no mbre no nko na betumi agi tumi no eda obi bi ase.
That's it. That's it. Vida ekoyi Tla yenti ukasa enti
Wa mutu no
wa mute ne ho ya
phone no amitu nyame ya aduma ochina na nwotwe yebe san babio ukromo 2 o'clock yebe san aba ochina enti yesre nyame se bibia beko yama why don't worry a good say wotena ho na otie yen hwe enti say I'm say the bibia beko ewe ne ti nyame ya aduma ochina. I wish you all the best and good night.
thank you.